Recently I had a conversation with my friend where I was sharing that I'm really enjoying my cozy little editing sessions when I'm all by myself with my laptop. And she was confused and she asked me, but I remember you telling me that you really hate editing and you wish you had an editor. And I was like, you're right. When did that switch for me? Oftentimes, I would have all of these clips in my timeline and I start editing. I'm talking about vlogs where you have a bunch of footage from different times, locations, places, even cameras at some point. I am emotionally dreading sitting down on my laptop because I see that the progress with my video is taking too long. I don't know how many times I literally dragged out the editing of the video for months, weeks, making it impossible to stick to a consistent schedule of posting. And it just felt really out of sync for me because I've decided that I'm going to post consistently. I'm producing the videos, I'm filming, I'm spending a lot of time. More so, it comes from this dread. Oh my god, I have to sit down and edit again. That feels awful. And I realized that was one little tweak, and it was quite early in the process of editing. You know that we usually start with a rough cut. Rough cut is when you have 2 hours of footage and we need to bring it down to much less. And for me personally, and I think for many people, it's the hardest part because this is exactly the point where you look at the video and you think, oh, this is shit. This is terrible. Nobody's gonna ever want to see this. I don't even want to see this. This is horrible. Familiar? So what I found was useful for me is minimizing the rough cut time. How I do that? I found that where I waste most of my time was I was watching the footage and I was picturing how I'm going to cut this and how it's going to turn into a video. Think of ideas what to do with the video instead of the actual doing of the cutting. So time will pass and I will still have the same amount of footage uncut. So the work time doubled, tripled, and so on. Things that I found very useful to actually cut the rough cut and shorten the time in which you do that. I would not allow myself to play back and watch the video. I would concentrate on my fingers doing the work. So I dialed back on the attention to detail and trying to make it perfect, and I decided to skim my footage instead of watching it through. And that was super boring. So I decided to make it more fun for me. And I decided to put some kind of deep house, something like that, but not piano music for concentration because that just make you like fall asleep. Or maybe a podcast that kind of stimulates you. But I found that movie or a TV show in the background just distracts me and I start getting into the plot. So something not visual, like audio based. And I have that in the background and I would just do my cuts and I would kind of have this rhythm. I really like the app called Flow on Mac. It's basically a Pomodoro technique. I have 30 minutes of deep work and then 5 minutes of break. And I really like that it also lets you count how many Pomodoros you did that day. So I really hope this helps. It helped me and maybe for someone else this could be also useful. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day and follow for more. Bye.